Yes, friends, it's another confirmed fitment. Up on jack stands yet again. Here's the Subaru. We're going to be installing some new parts. Okay, what parts do we have today? It's the Driveshaft Lockdown from Perrin. And these parts are supposedly marketed towards WRXs and STIs. I emailed them a while ago and asked them if they would fit on a Impreza or Crosstrek. They said no, but after I did a little bit of research looking at drive shafts and things like that, so I went out on a limb and I purchased these to see if they'd fit. Basically, this is gonna reduce the drive shaft slot. The drive shaft in the middle is supported by a big squishy rubber bushing to reduce like vibration and harshness. We're gonna try installing these today. Wish me luck. Okay, we're here under the car. Just pulled off this heat shield. Basically, it's 4 12mm bolts. And this is the drive shaft carrier here, right? There's an upgrade that you can do with these things here, but you know, to take these bushings out, I tried it in the past, and until they're worn out, I'm not going to replace them. During that time when I was trying to, I noticed that this drive shaft carrier bushing here, check it out. There's like a lot of wiggle, right? And so, you know, I've always wondered, hey, if you're going to upgrade anything on this drive shaft, it should be that bushing there, right? And only recently did Perrin come out with these things, right? And so, like I said earlier, I'm not sure if this is going to fit, but I just, you know, if you've visited any of my videos before, that, you know, there's a pitch stop up there, there's a transmission insert in here that you can see there, and in the rear there's some differential lockdown bushings that work too, right? So last remaining thing here is this kind of wiggly bushing, and my hope is that it's gonna fall on my face. I've loosened up some of these bolts here, whoops, to drop the drive shaft carrier, and there's a bolt that's going to go through here, and it's supposed to go through the hole here. And that's what kind of locks everything down, right? So as per the instructions, it says to add and apply grease to anywhere where the lockdown is going to touch the bushing. All right, so there it is. I just hand tightened all these 4 bolts in. They're connecting to the back, and now I just need to tighten them up. So this is probably one of the easiest installs that I've done in a long time, and I know it's going to make a good difference. So yes, I'm going to be tightening these down. You can see that they're tightening up that bushing in the back here. Ah! It's a little bit awkward to work in here, but you know, they ask you to take off these this thing so that you can drop it down, get a little bit more access to those bolts up there. But I can see that it's pressing in the bushing. It's like a press fit, right? It's squeezing that rubber bushing in the middle here, and by squeezing it together, there's going to be a lot less play, and when there's less play, there's more direct power transfer. A lot of people wonder, Jason, why you bother modding a 148 horsepower car? It's literally because it only has 148 horsepower, right? How much of that horsepower gets to the wheels when there's all these sloppy bearings and bushings in the way? Typically, like 110, maybe 115 at most. And when you start modifying your car, or you know, bolting on some of these aftermarket bushings or lockdowns, you're going to be able to send more power to your wheels, and in this case it's the rear wheels or the rear differential, right? So when this is locked down, you know, I would say probably getting another 1% more efficiency through it not moving around as much. So we're going to tighten these down. I gotta go check that spec. I have the PDF for the instructions on my computer in the garage, but I'm just going to tighten them down so, you know, they don't move anymore really, and then we'll find out what the actual torque spec is. Yep, they're going in. good. Okay, so the torque spec for these is going to be about 15 foot-pounds, which is literally just hand tightening until they kind of stop. And then we'll reinstall the bolts here, and then the heat shield, and then we're done. Oh my god, this is amazing. Okay, it's all installed. We'll tighten these down, tighten those down, and look at this now. I move this. Much less movement than before. It's only it limits the amount of bushing play in here, right? It doesn't completely remove it, so it allows for some of that dampening, but it moves way less than before. Is it going to add power? Maybe just a little bit, you know, a little bit more direct power to that rear end. So there it is, Driveshaft Lockdown installed. We're going to put that heat shield back on. Perrin made a really nice part. It fit like a glove. Easy to install, and the machining is well done. All right, so it's a confirmed fitment. Look at that, Perrin Driveshaft Lockdown installed on a 2016 Impreza Sport. I'm assuming that it's going to work on almost all of the newer generation Imprezas as well as Crosstrek. So if you guys are watching this video and you're thinking, hey, maybe that thing might or might not work, I'm pretty sure it's going to work for you if it works for me. So good luck. Happy modding, guys. I'm going to go test this out, see what it's like. Talk out for now.